Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I can't find the screen. My name is Amy, and I'm here to teach SilverSneakers Classic with y'all. For any equipment today, you'll be needing a nice sturdy chair, nice stretchy band, light set of weights, and a nice little squishy ball, or something soft you can toss around in your hand. Again, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate your support through this time and continued support with your membership. Be sure to check yourself in today, either with the little link below my video on YouTube or on the screen at the Duluth YMCA. So we will get ourselves together. Make sure you have a nice little area around you, nothing trip worthy around you. And we shall start by deep breathing. And if you were wondering, yes, I did get a haircut. My hair is not in a ponytail. I haven't worn a ponytail for years, actually. All right, put one hand over top. That is one nice thing about having short hair. You sometimes don't even have to brush it because your fingers do everything. Depending on what kind of hair you have, but. All right, bring that arm in front. I'm sure many of you sat in front of the mirror and had your hair combed by your mother or your grandma. Sometimes that wasn't a bad experience, depending on how many knots you had in your hair. But I was always impressed by those people that had hair down to their waist. I think I would have to grow my hair out for the rest of my life to get down there. All right, bring those hands back and forth. And roll them around. And shrug those shoulders. Get everything moving and grooving today. Looking at the forecast for Christmas, which is next Thursday. I think it's supposed to be a pretty cold day and maybe snow. So kick those feet on out, which would be nice, I always think. What's better than a white Christmas? Unless, of course, you live in California and then you think otherwise. Punch those arms forward. And reach them out a little bit further. Arms on down. Punch those two arms forward. the sky. And punch them across. And one arm at a time, right and left. Well, I was reading a study yesterday about people who live the longest, and they did a study with a bunch of 90-plus-year-olds, and they decided that people who did moderate activity, which was just like 2 days a week, going for a walk or something like that. And those people also tended to drink about 2 glasses of wine a day. Was that prime area where those people tended to live the longest, and with a better quality of life. So I would like to take away from that and say, yes, you can have your wine, but just minimal movement during your day can help so much. All right, bring them up to the ceiling. So working out with us 45 minutes a day. There's the start right there. And bring those arms down. Okay, let's turn that into a march. If anyone needs a drink of water, good time to get some. Or go to your kitchen or sink, get a glass of water there. Okay, keep on moving. Those arms round and round. And reverse. Float on your back. And bring that arm in front. Open the doors. Which sounds like the doors of the YMCA will be opening soon. Look in your email. You'll be receiving an email about some of the changes that we'll be doing. And reach those hands right and left. And remember, if you're feeling a little tired, when you're like, whoo, this has been a long 7 minutes already, take a seat. No shame in sitting. You can do everything down there. Bring those arms down. Makes me think of when people always preface a question with, you know, this might be a stupid question, but there truly are no stupid questions. If there's something you don't know, ask. And hopefully the person you ask won't make fun of you. But I would rather people ask me instead of do things wrong. All right, tap those feet right and left. It's like when someone tells a joke and you're like, I don't get it. You don't normally say that out loud. You go to the person next to you and be like, I don't get it. Can you explain that to me? And 2 hands open. There was one time I had a gentleman, you could tell he was real excited about this joke, and I don't recall the joke. It was fairly lengthy. But but he told it to me with gusto. And I listened, and I tried, but it just really wasn't funny, and I couldn't help it. I didn't laugh, and I kind of had a pale, straight face when he was done, and he was like, and I think I broke his heart a little bit, because I didn't laugh. I always just felt really bad. But he didn't seem fazed, because probably about 2 minutes later, I heard him tell that same joke to someone else. All right, reach that hand down. Bend in your legs. You want to go a little deeper, if that feels okay. All right, turn that into a march. Aqua. And tap those feet forward. Bring those elbows down. All right, we're on the tail end of our cardio section. You guys can make it through, I hope. Bring those elbows out. Yesterday I was in conversation with someone about ugly Christmas sweaters and festive wear. I know there's probably some of you out there that have those ugly sweaters, or the person that wears Christmas socks every day or anything like that. Bring those two hands forward. I used to have a bunch of Christmas socks, but I'm not sure what happened to them over the years. It's not like my feet outgrew them or something. And bring those hands across. So let us know if there's like a funny photo of you or something. Send it my way. I would love to see it. Bring those hands down. And bring that leg up a little bit. And tap those toes. Kind of start calming ourselves down, bringing our heart rates down. A little less overall movement with our arms. Knee up a little bit off the floor. A little bit less than what you just did. Make sure there's no wads of gum on your floor or anything like that. Since, you know, that's a common occurrence in people's homes. And tap those feet behind. It was amazing on those little school desks, though, growing up in elementary school, how much gum there really was underneath some of those desks. Or sometimes you heard people who would chew gum and put it behind their ear for later. I don't know if anyone ever actually did that, but they did it in movies. And just march along. Kind of walk yourself forward, walk yourself back. me think of that piece of gum that was in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where it's a whole meal in your mouth. Which, I don't know, would be kind of interesting. As long as it didn't turn you into a blueberry. And tap those feet right and left. Hope your heart rate's coming down a little bit. Breathing a little less hard than we maybe were a couple minutes ago. Ease. Catch your breath a little bit. Let a good deep one out. And get some more water if you need any. We'll be going into our balance work. I brought some more ideas. I feel like I've been doing the same ones over and over, so might as well switch it up a little bit. But again, we're going to start with the one we always do, with our little heel to toe walk. And you can walk away from your chair or stay by it, holding on if you need to. And once you're close to your chair, put that one foot in front of the other, hold it there. You're standing nice and tall. That definitely helps. And switch sides. Put that other leg in front of the other. And relax. Alright, when you're walking, you're going to walk forward again, but you're just going to walk normally, but twist your head back and forth. Doesn't have to be a little craziness, just slowly back and forth. Like you're walking through a tour of lights and you make sure that you look at everything. If any of you have braved the lines and gone to Bentleyville yet? I've heard good things, but you just have to be ready to sit, maybe bring a pizza, good book, you'll be fine. All right, standing tall. You're gonna lift that leg up and over, bring that other one up and over as well. Going in and out of your bathtub, walking over top of your big dog or grandchild. You're going to get in front of your chair, do a couple sit-to-stands, make sure your chair is actually behind you, it's not going to roll away. You're going to go all the way down, all the way up. Make sure your weight is in your heels as you go back, push your butt out. You don't need someone to plop in. Three more. One, two, and thumbs up. All right, standing about shoulder width apart. You're gonna bend from your waist, reach them on forward. Reach them to the side. Standing tall. Hold on to your chair if you need to, lifting that one leg up. A little bounce in your step if you like. A little dance. Whatever you want, as long as you're standing on one leg. And then you switch sides. Make a little dance move out of that if you like. Get a little Ginger Rogers in your step. And 2 feet on the ground. We lift those heels on up. Next, you can grab your little bouncy ball, throw them up with one hand. I like to throw my ball up really high so you can't even see them on the screen anymore. But again, do what you can handle. Don't want to break anything. And up to the other side. Woo. See, even instructors drop stuff too. And toss them side to side. Go up a little higher. Okay, come down by your waist. Whittle them around your middle. See if you can go a little fast or slow. And then reverse sides if you want to do so. Speed that up. Alright, put that hand in one hand. Put the ball in one hand. Don't put your hand in your hand. Not like that song. Put your hand in the hand of the man. Yeah, there you go. And roll that ball around. Speaking of singers, we lost country legend Charlie Pride this past week. I know my parents always were a big fan of him. And off to the other side. Roll that wrist up and down. Roll all the way around. And you can go a small arm or a big arm. Whatever feels best. Two hands together. Roll them around. Working your shoulders, working your abdominals. Okay. Push them into your middle. Squish that ball together. This ball is pretty firm, I'll say. Toss them to the side. And we get a little water before we move on to our exercise band. Alright, you can take them. I'm going to put them around underneath my arms. Okay. Reach them on forward. that full extension of your arm. And you move that arm a little bit more across your body. Shifting your weight side to side. And I have long arms. My body likes to creep off the screen. And bring one down and across. Standing tall. Bring those arms up over your head. Remember to put a little angle in your arms. Maybe you can see it this way. I'm not going straight above my head. Your shoulders like this motion a little bit better. Especially those of us who have bionic body parts. Alright, take that out from behind you. Bring it in front. I'm gonna wrap my hands around and just pull it apart. Another way to do this, if you do one arm at a time, you can get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Very similar. We'll do a one leg exercise. So you're going to step both feet inside, holding that band. Then you're just going to take one step to the right, one step to the left. Remember to keep a little bend in your knees. And again, go however far you can reach. If it's just like this, that's okay. You're still doing it. But if you can rip that across, try it out. Alright, last one right here. And slowly take your foot out. No tripping. And then pass that guy off to the side. Get those weights out. While you're transitioning, which I know you are, I'll read you a little joke. A redneck boy came home from class and his redneck father asked, "What did you learn in algebra class today, son?" "Well, I learned pi r squared," replied the boy. "Now hold on there, son," he quickly replied. "You may think I'm silly, but everybody knows that pies are round." All right. Now that you've let out a big groan, a poor joking ability that Amy has, lift those weights up and we'll get started. Bring that arm up. I'm on an angle. Weight is facing down. Again, if any of you have any new material that you'd like me to share, appropriate jokes only, let me know. I love gathering new material. gonna keep breathing. We'll go one more each side. 1 and 1. Move those arms around if you need to. We'll bring them up on our hips. And kick behind us. One at a time. Two more. Uno and dos. And switch on over to the other side. Take it back. One more to go. All right, moving those arms in front, palms facing out, do some bicep curls. And again, if doing 2 arms at a time is too much, just alternate your arms and do 1 at a time. We're not competing with me, we're just working out. All right, one more to go. Bring those arms down. And we'll bring them back up by our shoulders. Lifting them high up to the sky. Again, notice that my arms are a little bit more in front of me. We're almost done, remember? You guys are doing a great job. And one more each side. 1 and 1. Put them on down. Let's do some shoulder shrugs. Standing tall. Bring that arm down to the side a little bit. Pretending my one arm is getting longer than the other. And again, if this one doesn't feel good, just stop. Always wiser to listen to your body instead of what Amy says. You've been around longer than I have. Last one right here. Put those weights off to the side. And we'll go into some stretching. You can always do it seated or standing. Bring an arm across our body. Relax that arm. Bring the other one across. Remember to hold above or below your elbow joint. We don't want to hold right on top of it. Puts a little added stress that we don't need. And who needs more stress in their life, right? And relax those arms. Bring that one hand up and behind your head. You can also push your arm up if you need a little extra. Or you can just leave it right there. Stretching that tricep right here. Relax that arm. Bring the other one up and behind. I like to hold my stretches for a little bit longer than average. Just a nice relaxation time. And the more flexible we are, the more we can get around. And that'll help with like balance, that'll help with any time you may or may not fall. Bring that arm down. Bring those arms behind. Reaching them behind. And if you can clasp your hands, that's great. But you don't have to if it doesn't feel great. I know I've read articles where they say that flexibility is actually a really good marker of how we are aging. And so the more flexible you are, potentially the more healthy you are. Roll those wrists around. Bring those fingers together, little fist and fling. Bring those hands like so. Okay, you're gonna bring that one hand, put them on the small of your back. See how high you can reach up. Again, do what you can. If this isn't a nice motion, bring it a little bit lower. Then switch stands, bring that other one behind. We'll bring those hands in front, stretching them together, putting a little curve in my back. Bring them off to one side. Off to the other. Move your body around. Next, we'll stretch our legs out. Put them a little bit further apart from shoulder width apart. Lean on over to the one side. I know I've been starting to receive some Christmas cards. If any of you send Christmas cards out, the post offices have been very busy. You can switch sides if you didn't see me switch. I know I've made all my cards. I like to draw my own, but I haven't sent any out, and so I should probably do that pretty darn soon. I know my family in Canada will probably just be getting their cards late, which it is what it is. Mail is mail. So you bring that, relax that leg up. Bring that one foot out. Stretch forward, like a little bit of a lunge. But I have always loved receiving mail. There's just something about, it's just a very personal thing to do. And especially this year, sadly, some of us may not be seeing our family. A little handwritten note goes a long way. Let them know that you're thinking of them. Know that I'm thinking about you guys too. Hope you're all doing all right out there in virtual land. So switch sides if you didn't notice me switching. Bringing that opposite leg forward. Relax that leg. Next, we're going to bring our leg up behind, stretching that front thigh. Some of you may think like, hey, your leg is pretty straight and you could probably put it on this chair right here. Let's not do that. Because if your leg is balancing on the chair and if you start toppling over, you're going down hard. Bring that other side up. So this way, you're just holding on, working your balance, stretching that leg. Again, I want you guys to be safe. And even if you are doing it, don't tell me about it, okay? Bring that leg down. Doing a little bit of a curtsy or a bow for you gentlemen out there. Off to the other leg. Should be feeling that stretch behind your upper leg, maybe a little bit in your calf muscle down below. And standing tall. We'll take a nice deep breath in. Let it all out. Deep breath out. One more for good measure. All right, well, thanks for joining us today, guys. Make sure that you check yourself in the link below. And I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.